In the end, the tractors destroyed the farmland. Dust covered houses, farms, and crops galore. There was nothing left to maintain a life on the prairie. This event was known as the Dust Bowl, which began in 1934. It was the worst day of the 6-year drought. The sky was constantly black, dust littered the landscape, and people ran for the cover of their homes. Farmers were plagued by the howling wind daily. In the end, the deprived soil molested crops across the Great Plains.
The cornfields of Oklahoma shrivel and fade in the long summer drought. Thick clouds of dust fill the skies, and the farmers tie handkerchiefs over their noses and mouths. At night, the dust blocks out the stars and creeps in through cracks in the farmhouses. During the day, the farmers have nothing to do but stare dazedly at their dying crops, wondering how their families will survive.
So what caused this Dust Bowl? Before the beginning of the Dust Bowl, America was changing. New agricultural tools like tractors were invented. Tractors caused deep plowing that killed all of the natural grasses that kept the soil in place. They also uprooted the grasses, making the soil turn to dust. Also, the lack of crop rotations in fallow fields caused the Dust Bowl to become a reality and lasted from 1930 to 1936.
Just keep what I can carry now, leave the rest behind. Heard stories of them city lights as I hid out among them trees. Boughs bending like a spider web, letting no light in for the eye to see. Fireflies in the summer skies and the downward pressure of the heat. I sneak down that gravel at night to your black eyes, hotter than the Tennessee concrete. I was born when the trees around my home bled fire out into the arms of the sky. The world snapped beneath your feet and everything that was alive had died. I was born to a cold wind.
Towards the end of the Dust Bowl, families began to flee Oklahoma. The Dust Bowl was far too desolate to raise a family, and news had reached to the east that California was a promising land. According to the news, jobs and homes flourished in California. Families across Oklahoma loaded up their cars and began moving to the west. These people were called Okies.
Glint of gold bears a heavy load. Watch the human called castle fall apart. I tell you right now, it's more about the stomach out here.
California was definitely not in a drought. However, they didn't have the room for all the Okies. The government began to build camps for these migrants, homes for the families that had nowhere else to go. These government camps, known as Hoovervilles, became overpopulated, and agricultural organizations were formed to prevent the spread of tractor destruction in the West.
In the end, many died due to starvation from living in the Hoovervilles. Many scrambled for food, just trying to live. Others, however, decided to return home looking for a prosperous future. A future that included replanting, refertilizing, regrowing.
I was born when the trees around my home bled fire out into the arms of the sky. The world snapped beneath your feet and everything that was alive had died. Born to a cold wind that take the color right out of your eyes. Just keep what you can carry now and leave the rest behind. Just keep what you can carry now and leave the rest behind.